Okay. Hello. How's this? Save. Amazing. Amazing. Good. Fix. Better. Fix. Blah, 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 blah. How are you? Welcome to the stream. We have a very exciting one today. J.O. Thank you for the 20 gifted. Our crate stacking queen. Thank you. That was kind of tough. Thanks for that. Thank you so much. Hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Today is a very exciting day. As you can see in the title, we have an ambassador announcement to make. How are your eyes? Dude. They're fine now. Wait, should we talk about that before we talk about this whole announcement? Because you got, okay, at Streamer Games, something happened to my eyes. I was like, oh, I got sunscreen in my eyes. And then it didn't go away. And it was like relentless pain. It was like, you know how you like blink and then it like kind of like fades? It just wasn't fading. And I like rinsed them out. I flushed them out with everything I could. I washed my face. I took a shower. Nothing helped. And it was just the same level of eye pain. Like I could barely open my eyes, but it also hurt when my eyes were closed for 6 hours straight. So by the end of the 6 hour, I was like, Cutie and Lud were like, go to urgent care, go to urgent care. And I was like, that's so dramatic. But at that point I knew that it wasn't sunscreen because like, how would that be possible? And so I was like, it must be an allergy or something. I don't know. And they were like, you should go to urgent care, whatever. And I was like, I really don't want to. And then after 6 hours, I was just like, all right, let's just frickin' go. So we went to urgent care. I had allergic conjunctivitis, which there are two forms of conjunctivitis. Mudang, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. There's bacterial conjunctivitis, which is pink eye. And there's which is contagious. And there's allergic conjunctivitis, which is an allergic reaction to something that causes like a reaction in your eyeballs. When they said conjunctivitis, because we know conjunctivitis means pink eye, guys, the panic in my body when I was like, if I randomly have pink eye in both eyes and I just took hundreds of pictures and signed everybody's stuff and I gave all of the fans at Streamer Games pink eye, because the way I was taking pictures with them, you guys saw, we were walking down the thing and I would take their phone from them and do the selfie and then hand the phone back. Can you imagine? I'm patient zero. I would be a pink eye super spreader. And the streamers at Streamer Games, everybody gets pink eye. Me and Chandler were sharing sunglasses all day. GG's for you, by the way. GG. I was actually so stressed. And then he was like, no, like the way that your eyes are swollen and the fact that it's both of them at the same time, it's an allergic one. So it's not contagious pink eye. It was just an allergic reaction. What it was an allergic reaction to, don't know. Still don't know. I have no known allergies. It could have been sunscreen. It could have been something I ate. It could have been heavy metals in the turf. Toka, thank you so much for the 5. It could have been an airborne pollutant. It could have been pollen. New type of sunscreen. Was it a new type of sunscreen? Well, that's the other problem. If you guys watch my Streamer Game stream, I just used every type of sunscreen ever all day for 2 days straight. Like any sunscreen that was within reach, any brand, we were just like, so it could be anything. Maybe it could be a combination of 2 brands. I don't know. Could have been my contacts themselves. I don't know. Could have been Ron. I don't know. But anyway, my eyes are fine now. Yesterday we did a fire and it started again because of like the smoke or something. I don't know. And I panicked. Like they started watering again and I was like, no. But it stopped. So it's fine. Anyway. I survived. Streamer Games was a movie. I kind of cooked. I was born to stack crates on top of each other and then stand on said crates, apparently. I was really bad at bull riding, I won't lie. I thought I'd be better at that. Sorry to my team. I was pretty decent at volleyball. I was like fine at dodgeball, nothing special. But like I did pretty good. I got 7th overall out of 40 streamers. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, and I cooked in musical chairs. So yeah, it was really, really fun. I enjoyed it, and my team was awesome. So shout out most of my team. Yeah, Cutie dominated, Simon says. True, 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 true. It was a ton of fun. Streamer Games was super fun. I'm really grateful for that. And a bunch of new collabs incoming. A bunch of new collabs incoming. Very exciting stuff. Hug and the Raven, thank you for the 5 gifted. Beetle, thank you for the 10 gifted. Yeah, what? Selbit, Jinxie, Etoile. Movie. Please stop chew. Hello, YouTube chat. Beetlejuice, thank you for the 10. Is that bothering you? Is it in the mic? Joe Bart. No? Oh, okay. Secret, thank you for the 5. Hi, YouTube chat. Hi. Hi, George. Hi, hi, Summoner. Thank you for the 5. Hi, Paula. Hi, Brightside. Hi, Rowan. Hi, Bridget. Hello, hello, hello. Maya, our current theory is that the new ambassador is a whale. So, right. The conjunctivitis did go away. They stained my eyes to see if there were any abrasions in my eyes. There are not. I took a Claritin, and then it died down. So it is like allergy related. And by the next morning, I woke up and it was fine. That is not what we're here for today, okay? I need to do an intro. Good? I'm going to look into your eyes, chat. You ready?
Yep.
You want it this much out?
Second to me.
Okay. YouTube, what's up? Today is a very, very exciting day at Alveus because we get to announce a brand new ambassador. One that people have been waiting on for a very long time. And we have been very excited about the possibility of bringing in this species for a very, very long time. Like and subscribe. Chat thinks it's a giraffe. They think that it's a whale. They think that it's a pangolin. They think that it's a vulture. They think that it's a panda. They think that it's an alligator. They think it's a falcon. They think it's a zebra. They think it's a ant. They think it's a dinosaur. They think it's an anteater. They think it's a cat. I'll give you hints. Hint number 1. Hint number 1, this is for you.
Oh.
Hint number 1, we don't have this species yet. Hint number 2, we love this species a lot. Hint number 3, it is just a baby. It's a little baby. Hint number 4, they are wildly misunderstood. You like that, Wob?
Yeah, that was great, thanks.
You're welcome. Raccoon, vulture, opossum, shark, hyena, hedgehog. Wow, Audible, thank you so much for the 25, thank you. Can Alveus be guest starred in? Is it? Stable Ronaldo. A bat, ooh. That's a good guess. I will read chat and I'll tell you what species it's not. It's not a skunk. You know what? This is what we do for new ambassadors. I forgot. Chat, we're playing 10 questions. 20 questions too many. You get 10 questions to narrow it down. It's time. Question number 1. X fan, thank you. Is it a mammal? No. That's a great first question. Second question, does it have fur? No. That's kind of a dumb second question. Third question, does it poop? Yes. You kind of just wasted a question. Fourth, Is it a vertebrate? Yes. Fourth. Does it have 2 legs? Yes. 5 more questions. Does it swim? No. Is it John Cena? No. Is it a falcon? No. Is it cute? Yes. Does it fly? Yes. Oh. Ah. Okay. Okay. I see a lot of correct guesses. That's right, chat. Since 2021, we have talked, you know what? Since 2019, go back and find that VOD, Chandler. When I met Connor and Kayla for the first time virtually, before we'd even met in person, we talked about this in 2019. Since 2019, since I started streaming, we have talked about how important vultures are to this planet. And today, we are announcing that Alveus will be rescuing a baby turkey vulture. Note, baby is not here yet. How'd you even do that?
What?
Who's on your account?
Yeah, I don't know.
Chandler's got both hands on the camera. What the heck?
I definitely have both hands on the camera. There's definitely not a phone above the camera.
Oh, you're typing. Sorry. Okay. A baby turkey vulture. Note, baby is not here yet, but we have a lot to talk about, and I want to show you their new enclosure. And then here's the plan for today. We're going to go show you the new enclosure. What's up? Thank you so much, brother. Hello, hello. We're going to go show you their new enclosure. I'm also going to show you the updates to Cossie's enclosure while we walk up there anyway, because it's freaking nuts, y'all. Shout out Smosh. Cossie's enclosure is really coming along. You have to see it. It's unbelievable. And then we come back inside, and then Kayla will be joining us here in the studio because Kayla is our vulture gal. And she will talk to you guys about why vultures are important, about why it's important that we bring one here to Alveus to help teach people about them, and why we're all really excited about it, okay? All right. Let's go. Maya Connor. That's weird, guys. I didn't hear any walkies go off in here. That's weird. I feel like if you guys had walkies on you, I would have heard walkies in the studio.
I put it very low, so it doesn't.
Yeah, my volume's like really. Like, it's DA so low. It's, you know what I mean? Type shit.
We're gonna head up to Cossie if you want to come with us.
Wait. Can I use your walkie really quick?
That's comms for everybody.
Chandler to Connor. Can you bring Space a walkie, please?
He said quack. Thank you for the $50 donation. Witchley, thank you so much. Six Pool, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Tater, thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm so excited, chat. I'm so excited. This is crazy. Maya, spit the gum out, please. You spit your gum out. Spit your gum out. How about that? How about you worry about what's in your mouth?
Yeah.
White Rice, thank you for the $5 donation to Alveus. Is the new turkey vulture named yet? No. And we also don't know if it's male or female. but I'm so excited for you guys to see it. This is also, whoa, Corbett, thank you for the $100 donation to Alveus. Thank you so much. It's a Buki, thank you for the 5. Ellis Fucks, thank you for the 5. Okay, this is also a really cool ambassador announcement because this turkey vulture is currently at World Bird Sanctuary in Missouri. We have visited there before. Some of you know World Bird Sanctuary. They are on Twitch as well. Connor helped them put live cameras in. And so they're really, really awesome. One of the cool things about doing this rescue is that we can kind of do it in collaboration with World Bird Sanctuary. So turkey vulture is not here yet, but World Bird Sanctuary has the turkey vulture, and we'll be doing some training with her before they come here. So today after stream, we are going to raid into World Bird Sanctuary, and they will have the turkey vulture on their stream. So you guys will meet the bird on stream today. Really exciting. So it's a cool setup for both organizations. World Bird Sanctuary, for those of you who don't know, is a facility in Missouri that does really incredible rehabilitation work, conservation work, education work. They are open to the public. McCotton, thank you so much for the 50, holy cow, thank you for the 50 gifted. Thank you so much. They do really incredible work, and you should check them out if you haven't already, and they're helping us facilitate this rescue and could not be at a better spot right now while we get all of our permits in order and the enclosure done. So pretty cool, pretty exciting stuff. Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
Anonymous, thank you for the 5. Thank you so much. Name it Cena? No, we're not naming the turkey vulture after John Cena. Maya, where in Missouri? Like St. Louis? Isn't that where everything is in Missouri? Sort of.
No.
No? That's all I know about Missouri, if I'm being honest with y'all. Sorry. Sorry.
There's Kansas City.
Oh.
Yeah. You know they named
PJ, thank you.
They named a state after Kansas City.
Really?
Yep. It's called Kansas.
Cool. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Chat, we're going outside.
Oh.
Par, thank you for the 10. Thank you so much.
Audio's gonna cut out for a second.
Don't panic.
Yep.
Chandler looks so grown up right now.
I look her up?
Yeah.
I
And
look
like you
her
know
up?
what you're
Yeah.
doing so well.
And like you know what you're doing so well. It's so cute.
Thanks, Papa. Okay. That was kind of tough, right? When I was like.
Yeah, that was tough, Joe. Is this me?
Okay. Yes. Maya,
Joyous. What?
we have so much to do.
Oh, don't even say that to me right now. I'm aware.
We
We
gotta
have-
go faster.
Chat, we have so many freaking announcements to make. You have no idea.
Yes.
You genuinely,
Oh, did you talk about the meeting?
no.
Oh, okay.
They don't know.
Save that for another time then.
Yeah, I know. Like they all have to, hello guys. They all have to be like announcements of their own. They're all massive and they're all happening like
End of year.
now.
Yeah. Bless you.
Thank you.
No, it is crazy, and what are we gonna start doing so we can do things faster?
Not sleeping.
And lots of Red Bull. Yeah. And working out. Right?
Yeah.
How is that gonna help us?
Guys,
So we get more energy and we can do things faster.
Can we pause for a second?
No
Chandler
shot.
needs to put his Crocs in sports mode.
Okay.
Sport mode.
They just keep falling off.
Okay. Okay, that one's not even in sport mode.
Oh, I forgot.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I have a really bad attention span. Okay, cool. I'm ready.
Okay. All right. So step 1, we're gonna go up to Costy's enclosure and show you the updates on that because it is schmoving. Again, shout out to Smosh for coming out here and then doing a fundraiser for Costy's Enclosure. So sick. We are so grateful. And it's so huge.
It's
huge.
bigger than I expected. We put it on paper, and then we're like, is this big enough? And then we're out here like, it's big enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it's big. He's gonna have some space.
We've been to a few zoos, and there's some big cat enclosures that are great, but there's like serval enclosures, they're never this big at other facilities.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't normally make sense for them. But this one, like Kasi really we're building to the land is really what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because like we're not going to expand anymore that way. And we're just trying to build the biggest enclosure for that land and for that animal. And it's going to be so freaking sick. So we can do so many cool collab things.
If anybody doesn't know, you all know. No, there's a lot of people here. If anybody doesn't know, this is Connor O'Brien. He is our director of operations here
Hello.
at Alveus. So he kind of he leads the FADE team, which is their facilities and infrastructure department. And he project manages enclosure builds and amongst lots of other jobs. Okay. Are you guys ready to see what Costy's enclosure is looking like right now? It's obviously not done, but this is where we're at.
Inside space. So, all right, Chandler, back up. We're gonna walk them through what it's gonna look like. So we're doing metal all on the outside here, and this is gonna be the first human door. We're gonna walk in here, human door here. This is our inside vestibule space. This will have AC and heating. Good job with the lighting, by the way. That's hard. He did that fast. That was so good. So we're gonna have windows here and here. Over on this side is probably gonna be a catch-up area if we need to like do a kennel or some shift situation to a smaller like little enclosure.
Up. Like to have the ability to catch Cossie if we have to do something medical.
Or emergency or
Not
something
like
like
mustard.
that. Not like what?
Mustard.
Mustard!
Oh.
I knew they were all gonna say shit.
Oh. I feel like a boomer, Jesus Christ. All right, so we'll be able to walk into this door here, and then we have this big open space.
It's so tall!
It is
Ow!
12 feet tall, I believe, over here, 8 feet at the shortest. So shout out to our glass guy, Glass Guru. They basically
Glass Guru!
give it to us at cost at this point, but they're building these big 4x6 or 4x8, these are 4x6 glass panels all around, and it's just so cost effective for us to have these, and it's just gonna let in so much light. But we wanted some glass up a little bit taller because we're gonna build cat trees in here, so Kasi can come up and look out if for some reason we had to close them off in here while we're shifting to do some work in his enclosure, or he just might like the AC in here because it's hot as hell in Texas. So it is fantastic. And then we have these little divots here where we're gonna be able to put in different substrates, and this bowl is gonna help hold the substrates, whether that's water, that's sand, that's mulch, dirt, or whatever, because Kasi likes to dig. And we have drains going out for that, which is really, really cool. And then we have a human door here to get out, and then we're building
Cossie door.
a different sliding door. This is a 3x3. We have a piece of rebar going out to here, which is a vestibule. We'll be able to pull the rebar back and forth, so we're not having to do a pulley system, which is awesome. So that's the rough, plan. What the furniture looks like in here, we'll figure that out later.
Frickin' movie.
It's so freaking tall,
It's
Maya.
so tall.
And look at that. We put that in. That is like a laminated, specialty constructed, like heavy load bearing beam, because we can hang stuff off of it. We can build furniture off of it and stuff.
Smart.
So like collabs and us, and we're not going to bring the building down if we're jumping on platforms and stuff, because everything needs to be able to hold Kasi, but also people, because we do stuff. We're not going to jump in the enclosure with Kasi in it, but when we're building it and stuff. And lastly, we're trying to build this enclosure to last 100 years. So this can service multiple species in the future, not necessarily just Kasi. You want to go out there?
Kasi inside space, check. Kasi outside space. Here, come over here. This is the short side. And then come over here. This is the short side. And this is the long side for reference. This is his outside space. As you can see in here, oh, this is actually cool. They're pulling netting right now. So there's these fat poles in the middle. What is it called? Like tent pole? Is that what you call it? What do you call it?
Pilings.
Huh?
Pilings.
Pilings.
Where tenting is like the technique.
Tenting. So it's gonna be really, really tall. And right now they're pulling netting. So you can see it under here. That's how you pull the netting across the top.
So
He's gonna have so much space.
Our walls on the side are 16? Oh. Yeah, about 12 or 16, I can't remember. 12 or 16 on the side. In the center here, it's 24 feet tall. So we wanted to encapsulate the trees to allow for there to be still so much shade in here. And it was more cost effective in this size to go a little bit taller than try to weave and let the trees grow through the netting at the top like we did with birds of prey that you'll see in a minute.
So he gets his own forest and lots of shade.
And we were able to keep most of the trees. If we did have to like lop some back, bonsai them up a little bit, but they'll do just fine.
And we can build like furniture with you know how the foxes have a tree house? We can build like decks and stuff throughout this entire enclosure. So he has not just this amount of space, like this is a lot of space to run around on the ground, but because it's so tall, he'll also have so much vertical space. So the square footage of this joint is unbelievable.
We're gonna have a cat tree over here in this open area, running a long deck, walkable deck for people and Kasi to these center poles here. And these center poles are gonna have some platforms. They're gonna have some cat trees all throughout, all connected. We're gonna do another cat tree off over here in the woods. And then we've got...
Oh, guys, this is cool.
You're not sure that.
Okay.
Then we've got the we've got the pond here. We're doing a little splash pad pond situation. So yeah, that would be really nice. And here we want to build, right here is going to be a large glass wall and like a little tunnel for collabs to interact with Kasi. We're going to have like a pulley. Can I tell them all this?
Yeah.
Okay. A pulley zip line-esque system where we're going to have collaborators compete for who can jump higher, Kasi or that collaborator. We're gonna have stuff out here that we're working on that I'm gonna spoil that with to kind of test the collaborator. On the inside, we'll have like a pulley system.
Have you guys
that they
seen
can jump
that?
on.
Did you guys see me do that thing, that Red Bull thing where they have like the really tall ruler basically, and we had the
Last
sticker.
Streamer Games.
Last Streamer Games, and you had to run up and like test your vertical. We're thinking like that.
Which would be really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of the we don't want to bring collaborators in with Kasi because dangerous and not the best look. But yeah, and then we're just gonna decking everywhere and cat trees, and we are gonna do a longer like zip line as well, separate from the jumping zip line to encourage like chasing. So yeah, it's all
Frickin' movie.
really cool.
Frickin' movie, chat. Is that not incredible? It's so huge. The enclosure
going
is
up so
huge.
fast.
It's so fast. He's gonna love it. I'm so excited for him.
How many cams? 1 inside, 2 to 3 outside.
Okay, dope. All right. So that was a bit of a detour chat, just because we were walking past it anyway, and I wanted to show you guys Cassie's enclosure. That is unrelated to the new ambassador that we are rescuing here at Alveus. The new ambassador will be going back here. So we have things to show you guys back here. Some of you have maybe already seen these new enclosures, but we're gonna walk you through it anyway. Whoa, listening.
Oh my God.
What?
You can hear.
I know.
So nice. Show Carnivore Cafe first.
Yep.
Also, cute name. I got it from someone on YouTube in the comments. It's a good idea.
Oh, really? That's sweet.
Yeah.
All right, one of y'all name this in the comment section, I guess. New Carnivore Cafe. This is our bird of prey building. So the right side is storage, and the left side is the Carnivore Cafe.
You want to see my tank?
Yeah. Chad, what do you guys think?
It's a 1,000-gallon water tank. It's so nice.
It is really awesome.
How many Mayas could fit in here?
Oh, so many.
1,000.
Awesome. Here's the utilities. We
Tank
had to
reveal.
get really high performance hot water heater because of our amperage back here, but it hardly uses any power. It's all new tech. It's super, it'll last for like 50 years.
Yay.
Do you guys love it?
It's great. We have spray foam insulation in here. We're just going to paint it, but we're not going to insulate it anymore because that's just storage.
Carnivore Cafe. What? Oh, window.
Yep.
So what does Carnivore Cafe mean? This is a new animal food prep kitchen to service all of our carnivores at Alveus. So wolf dogs, foxes, birds of prey, all of their meats will be prepped in here. So we'll have a separate space for that, which is like peak. This is, yeah, there's windows here too.
That's the same style that's going to go on Cassie's.
Amazing. So our staff can see.
Have I walked you through all of this yet? I can do it quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so here is commercial sink. We're gonna have 2 dishwashers, one here, Bosch high-end dishwashers, cheaper than commercial ones. We need the space to have 2 dishwashers because it's just way more efficient than hand washing. We come over here, a metal table drying rack system for air drying. Here, all along this entire wall is cabinetry, or not cabinetry, we're gonna have cabinetry up here. It's gonna be a stainless steel food prep table that's where like we'll do all the meats, all the food prep. We're gonna have cabinetry under cabinetry lighting so we can see everything nicely, and storage up here. And then we have just a little small area for mops and sweeping things. And then here we're gonna have our fridge, our commercial grade fridge, standing fridge, 3-bay standing freezer, and then one or two big long chest freezers in here for all of the meat we're gonna have. And then we're gonna have trash freezers for over here. We're gonna have we're gonna build a little library right here for all of our books. This is some storage area. And then finally, this is our vet station. Our vet station in the nut house is just, there's too much going on there. We needed to expand, and this is gonna really hold us over until we finish building out Ari. So for the next 2 years, this will serve us as the main kitchen for all the meat for Ari as well, and for
They
this.
want to know what a trash freezer is.
Trash freezer, so we don't want to throw meat away into the dumpsters right away because then raccoons, vultures, and everything comes down to the dumpsters. What we do is we put all of the trash and meat in a freezer until the dumpster's just about to get picked up. Like the dumpster is being put on the truck and we go and put it in there so it doesn't get all gross.
Makes sense?
But yeah, all of it, we're gonna probably have a lot of this. Everything back here, including birds of prey, needs to be done by end of this month. Everything. All right.
End of this month.
Yeah. Everything back here. Cassie enclosure. Hi. Cassie enclosure, bird of prey, carnivore cafe, everything.
All right. Bird of prey enclosures. Let's just go all the way down to the one new ambassador is going in. $100 donation from freaking. No, it hasn't. Thank you so much. YouTube chat, how you doing? How you living? I see you. New ambassador. Wow, we're still walking. We're still walking, chat. We're still going. We're still going. We're still going.
It's pretty nice. Okay, 5 is a little crazy to build out, by the way. I do recognize that. Thanks for letting me do that.
This is the one. What do you mean?
5
It's
enclosures.
so big. Oh.
It's just a lot to do.
No.
We're using the space.
Enclosure number 1. This is where the turkey vulture will go. You may be like, wow, the biggest enclosure? First of all, big bird. But turkey vultures can sometimes cohabit with other species. And there may be another species on the horizon that will share this enclosure with the turkey vulture, and it may be a crested caracara. So this will be a multi-species enclosure is our hope. And so that's why it's the big one, because there will be 2 of them. They will be roommates and maybe also in love, we'll see.
We're not done with this enclosure fully. All the main structural stuff is done. We've got to come in here and do landscaping, perching, and build a water feature. And Sparky Nick will be here shortly to help wire up the rest of the inside space for AC. Because all the animals here in Texas that we have except for pasture gets AC because it's so freaking hot, or gets the option to go into AC. This is like 12 to 14 feet on the side, and we've got 18 to 20 feet in the center here. Not be disturbed at all. It's so quiet. We built it especially. Oh shit.
I don't know if it's...
How's your HDMI cable?
Straight line.
Oh, they're back.
Back.
Joyous.
It's, I just want to go in there.
Sure. This is their inside space. I was just making a comment about how well sound insulated it is. I don't know if you guys can tell through these mics, but it's like real quiet in here, and so the birds can come in here, get into the AC, get away from any noise and things that are stressing them out. So, yeah. So and there will be lots of perching in here, like Connor said. There's sand on the floor, so really easy cleaning. And they'll have climate control. So.
It's very nice.
Pretty sick. We missed a few minutes. Oh, I just repeated it. Didn't I? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The crested caracara that I mentioned, I have already talked about that on stream. So it's not really, I mean, it's a leak for my channel, I guess, but not for the Alveus channel. But we'll do a whole stream for that as well once we're able to bring in that rescue too.
All the permits have been applied for.
Missed the outside part. What? What do you mean?
Really?
This is the outside part. It's huge. There's a really tall post in the middle, a bunch of space. They will have a water feature as well. When you looked up the pole, it effed. Okay, well then we just, okay. All right, let's go. There will also be water features in all of these enclosures, both so that they have a water feature and can bathe, and also so that they have a sound barrier, because running water is a sound barrier for other noises that they may like less. Okay. All right. So then we have all these other bird of prey enclosures. The crows will move up here.
To this one.
To this second one?
No.
Okay. Crows will move to 2. And then we have 3, 4, and 5.
3 and 5 is open. You can hint at this one.
4 has been claimed. So we have 2 open bird prey enclosures now. Say it. No! No. We have so many announcement streams to do, it's actually crazy.
You probably have like 5 more. You could stretch it out that long.
Yeah, like if we want to do 1 for each. Can you imagine?
Yeah, that's like 20.
Genuinely? It's close. Guys, it's like, I don't know what happened. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Something happened in Q3, Q4, or like in Q2 of this year. We're gonna have a lot of new friends here.
Yay!
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Ted, a talk perhaps? That helped. Yeah, that helped. Okay, we are now heading back to the studio where we will meet up with Kayla because it would be insane to do a stream announcing a new Vulture ambassador without hearing from Kayla. For those of you who don't know, Kayla is our Director of Animal Welfare here at Alveus, and she is also a member of the Alveus education team, which is growing. I say growing because right now it's just me and Kayla. But she's fantastic at education, and she is the most passionate about vultures out of all wildlife. She is a vulture gal, always has been. So she actually made a little presentation for y'all so we can talk a little bit more about vultures. And at the end of the presentation, we have pictures of our baby vulture, which is so exciting. Thank you for the $50 donation.
What are we gonna name
From Rage, thank you. Not that Rage, different Rage. I don't know.
We should let chat name it.
No.
Kayla would love that.
Kayla would
We
be
should
so
let
mad.
Chandler name it.
Chandler, what would you name it?
Kevin.
She already had a vulture named
Yeah,
Kevin.
Yeah, that'd be really messed up.
That'd
it's
be-
actually really
that'd-
insensitive.
I'm evil.
Yeah.
It's really
I'm so sorry.
insensitive. He was thinking of the Minion.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then how about Bob? Nah, I'm fine.
You knew that one. That's
Jono
crazy.
TV donated $900
Ah!
to Alveus Sanctuary. What? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. What the frick? Thank you. That's nuts.
We should name it Flopsy.
What?
Flopsy.
Flopsy.
Yeah. We have a lot of Avatar Last Airbender references at Alveus. We should keep with that.
Oh.
There's a thing named Flopsy in there?
Yeah.
I've seen the whole thing.
King Boomy's big dog.
What about Toph? That's my favorite character.
Toph
Toph
is
is pretty sick.
sick.
King Boomy. His name is Boomy.
Boomy? That is cute.
Kayla! Hi! All right, chat, we're back in the studio. Give us a second. Do you have a mic? Or do you want this one?
No, I do not.
I have the mic.
You want her to have yours and not Connor's?
Oh, just want to leave it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bye!
Did she give you the mic?
Yeah. She has Connor's mic.
Hello, 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 hello.
Chat, testing, talking. Hello. Hello.
I have not thought of any names for the vulture yet.
Me neither.
None. Not
We
a
don't-
single
we don't-
one. You have to meet them.
Yeah.
We gotta meet them. Chat, we have a vulture. I put a new sticker on my water bottle.
Yay!
It was sent to me yesterday, so.
Aw. Swapping.
Are you gonna feed it bones? Probably not this vulture.
I didn't hear that.
Oh no, sad. Well, Betty.
AI.
Look at Betty.
It should.
Put the mic's back on the last. Testing talking.
I can't see it.
Oh, they heard some, not this vulture. So there's more?
Oh my god, I broke everyone's ring.
Joyous.
Hello?
Hello, Joyous. Let's get the preview on screen when you can.
Alaska's coming up. That's what I was supposed to do today.
Hide what? What's happening?
I'm not showing.
Oh.
Wilbur. Chat.
Chat, hold on. Hold on, guys. Stand by. Can you hear me?
I'm gonna
Type 1.
plug this into a different.
Yes. Okay, amazing. Give us a second. We're fixing things. Can they? What? Does your hand need to be there?
Oh.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Hello. Unhand me.
Chandler is suffocating us.
Okay. Okay. Hello, everybody. All right. While you work, should we just start?
Sure.
While you work on this? Okay, guys. Welcome back to the studio. You've now seen the enclosure where our new friend will go. But now we're going to give you guys a little bit of context on why Vulture, why we're excited about Vulture, and things. And Kayla, this is Kayla. She is our director of animal welfare and is also part of the Alveus education team, and she is our Vulture gal. So we're on, can we not be on this camera? Okay. So Kayla is going to tell you about vultures. She made a presentation.
Chad, I made a really short presentation. We have what? We have
30 minutes.
Half hour?
Yeah.
All right, we got some time. We've got some time. This is going to be the briefest vulture talk you'll ever get from me, though, because when we first started talking about this stream, Maya was like, can you do it in 15 to 20 minutes? And I had an internal panic attack, and then I said, I can do it. So, so I put a really brief vulture presentation together. Vultures, what, where, why, how, and what's next. You guys already kind of know what's next, but we're appreciating the unsung heroes, which maybe should be the theme of presentations. We should find the unsung heroes. This is Cujo. You guys know Cujo. She's been in many other presentations, but she is a black vulture, and she is real cute.
She's so cute.
She's so cute. So we are dispelling vulture myths. We are talking about why vultures are important. We're talking about what a vulture is and where they are. This happens every time. I need a mouse.
What is a vulture?
But look how cute Cujo is. Okay. Vultures eat babies. What?
What?
Enough of that. Shush. What is a vulture? So we have some different vultures up on the screen here. This is a turkey vulture, so this is the species of vulture that will be arriving to Alveus. These are some vultures that I saw at a feeding out in Nepal when I spent about 8 months out in Nepal working with the Parahawking Project. So we have some very big vultures here. Himalayan griffin vultures. There were some red-headed vultures. There was a Cenarius vulture there.
Can we pause for a second? I know you've explained this on stream before, but there are a lot of people here. What do you mean you were parahawking with vultures in Nepal?
So exciting. This is Bob.
So that's Bob.
This is Bob. He's integral to my vulture story, my vulture journey. So Connor and I met in Alaska, and that's where I was kind of at the beginning of my career. And I worked as just in education and as a keeper out at the Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center. It was there that I found out about a really neat opportunity in Nepal, where a falconer from the UK had founded I don't want to say a business, that feels wrong, but he had started a project, which he called the Parahawking Project, which is where he rescued vultures. He rescued 2 Egyptian vultures named Kevin and Bob, and he also had a couple of black kites that he had rescued that I worked with during like falconry programs and introducing people to birds of prey and how you work with birds of prey. But the 2 vultures were really the stars of the show. So these vultures were trained to literally sit in a taxi. It's the wildest experience in the world, on the glove, nothing on their face, just sit. We drove all the way up to the top of a mountain, and they would fly off the top of the mountain with paragliders. So we would have 2 pilots, and they would each have a passenger, and those passengers would get to feed Kevin and Bob in the air. So it's kind of like the sky version of swimming with sharks, flying with vultures. One of the things that's really challenging about educating about vultures is that people have all of these preconceptions about vultures. They think they're ugly, they think they're dirty, they think they're mean, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So Kevin and Bob were there to show people what vultures do and what they're good at. Vultures have these big, broad wings. They're perfectly designed for soaring really long distances. These are birds that rely on their ability to do that because unlike other birds of prey, they don't hunt for their food. They look for it. So vultures are birds of prey that have evolved to eat a diet that is largely composed of carrion. They are obligate scavengers, which means most of their diet comes from food that is already deceased and on the ground. So they have incredible eyesight that they use. They spend lots of time up in the air, soaring, hooking into thermals, which is what Kevin and Bob did when we were parahawking. They would hook into those thermals, which is what paragliders also rely on to stay up in the air. So paragliders, our pilots would follow Kevin and Bob into those thermals, hook into those
thermal
thermals.
is like a vertical
rising
column of air.
current of air. And it's how vultures travel. So they hook into thermals, which is why when you see vultures flying or other birds of prey that are designed to do this, to soar, you'll rarely see them flap their wings. So it's a very energy efficient way for them to fly and look for food. So they would follow Kevin and Bob, and then as a reinforcer up in the air, they would get to snack on a little food from our passengers. So they would literally come, land on their hand, get a little snack, and then keep flying. And then I would call everybody down once they got low enough where like there really wasn't any thermals left to bring them up higher. They would come down with Kevin and Bob. My boss would process their photos, and I would talk to them about vultures while they waited for their photos, and talk to them about Kevin and Bob and where they came from and why they were important. So vultures are split into 2 distinct groups based on where they're found, their behavior, and their evolution. You guys already know this, but they are nature's cleaners. They are one of the most important things that we have in terms of cleaning up the environment. So, next slide.
Wicked.
Wicked. Oh, my slides got out of order. Weird. Can we go to the next slide first? And then we'll go back. Okay. We're going to go over New World versus Old World vultures first, because it makes the most sense to me. So this is another picture from that feeding that first picture was of. So this is a Cinereus vulture in the back here. This is a red-headed vulture. These are Himalayan griffin vultures.
Do you know what the wingspan is of a Cinereus vulture?
Yeah, I do. I was going to talk about it. So chat, when you guys see turkey vultures and black vultures, for those of you who are in the United States, which is largely what you're going to see if you're in the United States. If you are somewhere else where there's other species of vultures, feel free to shout out.
You.
Do you think they are large birds? Like, do you think turkey vultures and black vultures are large birds?
They said 6
Yes.
feet
6
across.
feet. I was about to ask that.
Huge.
Yes. A lot of people look at turkey vultures and black vultures and think they are very big birds. Because their wingspans can be, a black vulture probably has a wingspan of about 4.5 to 5 feet. Turkey vultures can have wingspans up to 6 feet. They can be similar in wingspan to an eagle. So like for me, if your wingspan is your height, that's 5 foot 6 inches.
Yeah, that's better.
So longer than my wingspan, right? So turkey vultures and black vultures aren't small birds, but they still only top out at about 4 to 5 pounds.
Yeah.
So they're not technically very big birds.
They're like not even 5 pounds, and their wingspan is literally like this.
Yeah.
Isn't that nuts? 5
crazy.
pounds, chat. What? No, not 45 pounds. 425
425
pounds. Birds have to be light to fly.
So like everybody talking about like birds and like worrying about your small pets. A lot of your small pets are going to weigh more than these birds do.
Oh, for sure.
Which is one of the cool things about birds.
5 pounds, like a really small chihuahua is like 5 pounds. Like
Yeah.
a really small one.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry,
Crazy.
continue.
No, you're good.
But this bird.
This bird is not small. Cinereous vultures can have wingspans of up to 8 to 10 feet long. So this is a huge bird.
Actually, kind of like both of us.
Yeah, a lot
Like
of.
if we, oh my god. Oh my gosh. I'm one wing and Kayla is the other wing.
If you look into old world species of vulture, a lot of these vulture species, old world vultures, are much, much larger than our turkey and our black vultures here. And obviously, I'm going to get to it. New world vultures are the 7 species that are located throughout the Americas. This does include both condor species, so the California condor and the Andean condor. Now, the Andean condor is one of the largest flying birds.
Big.
So they
Heavy.
would rival this wingspan. And big and heavy. So some of these vultures can weigh 25 pounds, which is a lot of weight to get off the ground.
For reference, though, that is less than Maverick.
Yeah.
Still. Like,
Yeah.
that's still.
It's less than Kasi.
It's really, yeah, Costy's what, 34 pounds?
30,
Like,
yeah.
that's crazy. 25.
25 pounds, which is big for a bird, so it's
My
a lot to
cat
get off
is
the
25
ground.
pounds. Damn.
That's a big cat.
Okay.
The New World vultures. Also, somebody mentioned that females are larger. So in a lot of bird species, your females are larger. Interestingly enough, the condor is one of the species where the males are still larger than the females. We'll get to it in the next, like in the more in-depth vulture chat.
There will be more
There will be a bigger vulture chat. But the New World vultures does include the 3 members of the genus Cathartes, which is the turkey vulture, and the greater and lesser yellow-headed vultures. It is a myth that all vultures have an extraordinary sense of smell. That's not true. However, turkey vultures and greater and lesser yellow-headed vultures, they are recognized to possess a very developed sense of smell. The turkey vulture has one of the best senses of smell that we have studied. So, which is awesome. And one of the things that's really cool about turkey vultures is that other bird species have really capitalized on knowing how good they are at finding food. So a lot of animals will follow turkey vultures to carcasses and then unfortunately bully them off of carcasses, but that's a whole nother story. Old world vultures, you're made up of 16 species. These birds are found throughout Africa, Asia, and Europe. Over 80% of old world vulture species are listed as near threatened, vulnerable, endangered, or critically endangered. There's a lot of reasons that vultures are in trouble. We are not going to go into all of them today. We're going to kind of brush over them, but they are one of the most imperiled groups of birds. So we're going to go to that last slide. We're going to talk one thing that I always want to point out, vulture versus buzzard. This is something that people ask a lot for people who are in the United States. You hear vultures called buzzards often. Colloquially, it's very common, it's very accepted. Vultures are not buzzards, and buzzards are not vultures. Buzzards are a bird of prey that is a member of the hawk family. Yay!
Cute.
This is a buzzard.
Cute.
Vultures are a bird of prey that has evolved primarily to eat carrion, so they evolved as a scavenger. And one of the things that I really like to talk about are some of the adaptations that allow vultures to do what they do. So a lot of people associate bald heads with vultures, which you can kind of see in this photo of Cujo.
Bald.
But it makes sense because they're sticking their heads inside to a carcass that's probably full of bacteria. So a bald head is easier to keep clean than a feathered head.
I'm glad I'm here, guys. Sorry, I'm just like, I'm ad-libbing.
Bald.
Okay, yeah, anyway.
You're welcome to talk about anything, though.
No,
too.
no,
I
I'm
love
listening.
talking about bird feet. Bird feet are one of my favorite things to talk about as well. So you'll look at Cujo's feet here, how flat they are, how easy it is for her to stand on the ground. These are also Cujo's feet. One of the other things that you'll notice about Cujo's feet is that they're white. Does anyone know why they're white?
Chat.
They do look like chicken feet.
I don't know.
Poop. Dye. Sun. Heat.
Poopy, yes, yes. Not all vultures do this, but it is called urohydrosis. So New World vultures will actually go to the bathroom on their legs, and it acts as an evaporative cooling mechanism to help keep their temperature down. Yay!
Smart.
This is why you don't put jesses on vultures for a lot of reasons, but when you look at birds of prey that are training, you'll notice that some species will have jesses and anklets on. So anklets would go around this part of their foot, which is not their ankle. But for our intents and purposes and understanding, it looks like their ankle. These are anklets, and these longer strips of leather or paracord are called jesses. Vultures, if you put them on New World vultures, they poop, and then these get crusty and disgusting.
Yeah.
So it's just easier to not. So our vulture will not have any equipment on it. There's no need. But also, most birds of prey that you see that have the equipment on, they have really, really strong legs. It's why people also don't put anklets on like corvids, because their legs are just weaker. They can't withstand the force of
Ew, chat, don't knock it till you try it.
It's not you. This is an adaptation. Vultures are some of the highest flying birds in the world. They have remarkable abilities to adapt to changes in temperature, and this is one of the reasons. One of the highest flying birds in the world is a Ruppel's vulture.
I have
It was
tried
hit
it.
by a plane at 37,000 feet, which is
That's
crazy.
crazy. 37,000 feet is insane.
Yeah. So imagine how much colder it is up there.
Yeah, that's
And they can
nuts.
handle that.
37,000 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not all vultures do that, but you know. So these are Cujo's feet. So this is the feet of a caracara, which you guys also know is coming. Caracaras are kind of an opportunistic bird. So these are birds that will scavenge. They're birds that will like grab things. Vultures really lack the ability, especially New World vultures, to like grab and grasp and hold, because they're not designed to eat things that are trying to get away from them. They're designed to eat things that are already dead, so they don't need to have the ability to do that. So their feet aren't really strong that way. Their talons aren't curved that way. So a caracara's feet are a little bit different. They're kind of in between. You'll notice that caracaras are also a bird that are very comfortable being on the ground. These feet belong to a red-tailed hawk. You can see they're getting a little bit stockier based on what they hunt, their prey. And then these feet belong to a bald eagle. Bald eagles have really, for eagles, long, very slender toes. Like if you were to compare these feet to the feet of a golden eagle or a harpy eagle, you'd be like, wow, those feet are so thin and small looking, because they're designed to eat fish and catch fish. So bird feet are really cool. And we'll talk more about it eventually. Vultures don't really have large talons. You don't even need a glove to handle vultures. Like you could just have them on your hand and they wouldn't, other than getting poop on your hand, which, I mean, we've all been there, right?
We've all been there. Some of us more than others.
Some of us more than others.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Okay. So we're gonna go to the ICU Ren list. Okay. So this is just kind of a display of vultures that are in trouble, unfortunately. So the IUCN Red List status of all of these species. These are the 16, I can't remember how many they are, but these are all of the vultures that remember, there's only 23 species of vulture. So near threatened, you have the Cinereus, the bearded, and the Himalayan griffon vulture. All of their populations are declining. Vulnerable, Cape vulture, Andean condor, both declining. Endangered, Egyptian vulture, lapid-faced vulture, both populations are declining. Critically endangered, red-headed vulture, Indian vulture, slender-billed vulture, hooded vulture, white-rumped vulture, Ruppel's vulture, white-headed vulture, white-backed vulture, and the California condor. Almost all of the critically endangered populations are decreasing, with the exception of the California condor, which we will also talk about at another time. Many restoration efforts and conservation efforts to bring those birds back from the brink of extinction. They are still listed, however. IUCN doesn't just have a red list, they also have a green list. So on the green list, the California condor is listed as critically depleted, which essentially means that without continued conservation efforts, these birds would still go extinct. So this is upsetting for all of us who love vultures. All right, to the next slide. We're doing great on time.
Yeah. Also, holy graphics.
Yeah,
We're really
okay.
cooking.
Why are vultures important over here? I had to condense this to one slide because I could make this at least,
Yeah.
I don't even know. And why are vultures disappearing? I wanted to put this in here and I didn't really know where to put it. So those photos of the vultures, like all the groups of vultures that we're feeding, this is the cow carcass after they were done. So this was like 2 hours later.
That's nuts.
So it was about probably a group, while we were there, saw 60 to 70 vultures, and within 2 hours, down to the bones. which is so cool. This place, so we went to, it's called the Vulture Restaurant in Nepal. So some of the money that we raised with the parahawking flights went towards vulture restaurants, which is not what it sounds like. It's a place where people could bring their old cows that were kind of past their prime and just really, it's like hospice care for cows, where they would not be medicated or anything so that they would be safe for vultures to eat. When they would pass away naturally, it acted as a safe place for vultures to come and get a meal. That's important for these reasons over here. But anyway, so we got to see this in person. There was a blind there, and a blind, for anybody who doesn't know, is a place where you can kind of sit where the animals cannot see you, and you could just watch them feed, which is very, very cool. And then this place also had what they called a bone shed, where they literally just took the bones afterwards and just put them in a shed. And it was just literally a shed full of bones.
Wow.
Which is wild. So anyway, why are vultures important? Again, we're going to go through this pretty fast, but you guys know they prevent the buildup of decaying carcasses. Obviously, they're very good at what they do. And by doing so, they prevent the spread of diseases. They're economically invaluable. So the amount of money that it would take us to clean up roadkill and carcasses, it would cost human economies a great deal of money. We don't have to, because we have vultures. They help regulate the populations of other scavenging species, which also will make more sense when I get over here. And they do have cultural significance in some places. As hard as it is to hear about the negative connotations about vultures that we hear, there are some places where vultures have been revered in the past, and there are some cultures, cultural practices that rely on these birds. I saw somebody say air burials, sky burials, yes.
Did you already talk about why they're able to prevent the spread of diseases, like why they're able to metabolize stuff and what they're able to metabolize?
I've done so much reading about this in the last couple of days, but essentially they just have incredibly strong stomach acids. So vultures have the ability to stop the spread of disease because they are able to process and eliminate things like rabies, anthrax, botulism, cholera. These are things that don't affect vultures.
So with, guys, like if there was an animal, like a rabid animal or something that died and something like a dog ate it, that dog is not capable of metabolizing and stopping that disease there. The dog would then contract rabies and then could go continue spreading rabies. But with a vulture, because of the way that they're able to metabolize and
their microbiomes
consume
are
these
wild.
things,
We'll get into that in another conversation.
The disease stops
in
the
vulture.
microbiome of the vulture. So that's how they're helping to prevent disease. If we don't have vultures, we have problems like feral dogs coming in to fill that niche, scavenging on carcasses, and then proliferating the spread of diseases like the ones Kayla just mentioned. So that's a big human health problem as well.
Yes. So one of the things that we're not going to talk about today is that there are two what are referred to as vulture crises going on in the world. There's the Asian vulture crisis and the African vulture crisis. So why are vultures disappearing? The Asian vulture crisis links back to what Maya was just talking about, which is accidental poisoning. And what was going on in Asia is that cows are not consumed in a lot of areas like Nepal. They're very revered, they're very respected. So once these cows get a little bit older, they're slowing down, they're in pain, people would administer these cows a drug called diclofenac, which is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. People take it. We had people come to Nepal that were like, I take diclofenac. And we were like, wear gloves around our vultures. Vultures cannot metabolize some of these drugs, and diclofenac is one of them. And what happens when they consume a carcass that contains diclofenac is that they die of liver and kidney failure within a matter of days. One of the things that was really challenging about the Asian vulture crisis is that they didn't die immediately, so they weren't dying around the carcasses that were responsible for their deaths. So it took years. So as people first started noticing declines in Asian vulture populations in the 1990s, it wasn't until the early 2000s that they were able to link it to diclofenac. And by that time, some of these species had declined by over 99%. Unfortunately, a lot of these very large species of vultures, they don't reproduce fast. So condors, for example, one every 2 years. So they weren't able to replenish their population. It's also because of the way that they feed, which is in large groups. One carcass can take out hundreds of vultures. So, unfortunately,
99%.
their populations plummeted
Correct.
incredibly fast. So a lot of the species in Asia are part of breeding programs now to help their populations rebound. There are more drugs that are toxic to vultures. One of the obstacles with the Asian vulture crisis was that some of those drugs are still completely legal in Europe. So vultures, even though we've witnessed what happens, trying to get kind of the ripple effects the way that we want them to is not easy. So that's the Asian vulture crisis, like I said, primarily accidental poisoning. Vultures, like all of the other animals that we talk about, are also habitat degradation is a huge obstacle. In Africa, a little bit different of a situation. We have intentional poisoning in Africa where vultures act as sentinels. So essentially, because poaching is a problem, vultures, when they see a poaching incident, they will circle a carcass until the poachers are gone, and then they will come down to eat. Now, because vultures can give away that location, and the authorities will come to that carcass and try to process that carcass in a short period of time, poachers will intentionally lace carcasses with poison to take out vultures. Unfortunately, some of those carcasses in Africa are very, very large. So I think the largest poisoning incident in Africa took out over like 700 vultures. I think it was an elephant.
Oh my gosh.
So again, with some of these species being very large and reproducing very slowly, that can be very, very hard for those species. They are also poached intentionally for traditional medicine. So people want vulture parts. They want heads and eyes and things like that. They're victims of secondary poisoning in Africa, where people are not intending to poison vultures. They're intending to poison large predators that are a threat, they perceive as a threat to their cattle. And vultures just unfortunately are victims, casualties of that circumstance. And then power line electrocution is also a really big one in Africa. That is a problem for vultures. So we are at risk of losing many, many species of African vulture in my lifetime. Next slide. What is the next slide? Education is so important. Oh, good. I'm glad this came up because it didn't come up on my screen. Okay, so that blind that I was talking about in Nepal, this is actually it. This is the backside of that blind.
That's
So on the
cool.
backside of that blind, it said, "Let's preserve the vulture, the sweeper of nature," which I just really love. I'm not going to cry about it. I've said
I
it too many
almost
times.
did just now. I really almost had a moment there.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's preserve the vulture, the sweeper of nature. So this is actually where that blind was. This was the vulture restaurant that we went to in Nepal.
Oh, cool.
So all of these, you'll be able to see them. Chat probably won't, but all of these on the
All the little dots.
those are all vultures.
Cool.
So after they got done eating, they went over to the water. They got themselves cleaned up. They had a nice bath. Vultures are designed, because of the way that they eat, to be able to eat a large amount of food all at one time, because they never know when their next meal is going to come. And then they'll just hang out on the ground while they start to digest it, but they'll clean themselves up. A lot of people think that vultures are very dirty because of what they eat, but because of what they eat, they tend to spend a lot of time preening and a lot of time bathing. So this is a vulture named Bash. She was at the American Eagle Foundation with us as well. This is her just sitting in the rain. I tried to put a video in here, but I couldn't figure it out, so it's fine. The point is that a lot of vultures really love taking baths, and this is her soaking wet, looking very cute.
So cute.
And then a lot of people think that vultures are mean, they think they're nasty. And this is George, one of the turkey vultures
George.
also at AEF
Classic.
that we spent a lot of time with. And we would take him out very, very often. George is the vulture that I always talk about, that I had one of those like really pivotal moments in my education career. I think I've talked to you about it before, where like I took a bunch of birds out to some like small kids, who were like 5, 6, 7 years old. And at the end of every presentation, they would help us load the birds into the van to take them back. And I would always ask them, who was your favorite bird? And no one ever says vulture, guys.
Yeah.
When you're bringing owls and eagles and falcons, and
Right,
we would
right,
have our
right.
kestrel, you know, our screech owl, vultures were never, ever the ones that people would say. And this little girl said, "I really love George. I think he's beautiful." And I was like, oh no. So this was George. George won a lot of hearts. He had an Instagram at one point. I don't know if he still does. So did Bash. But yeah, vultures not mean, not ugly,
Cool bird.
delightful birds.
Cute bird.
And you guys are going to see they're incredibly charismatic. They're they're full of personality. They're very smart.
Yeah.
Which brings us to, go ahead. What's next?
What's
You guys
next?
already kind of know, but go on to the next slide because it's not what you think it is yet. Next is International
Oh,
Vulture
God.
Awareness Day. How awesome!
I got baited. I looked at these slides this morning. I forgot.
How awesome to be getting a vulture this close to International Vulture Awareness
True.
Day, which is one of my favorite days of the year. It's the first Saturday of every September where we just talk about how much we all love vultures.
This is when I met Connor and Kayla for the first time.
Yeah.
Right? Virtually?
It's close, yeah.
There's something we did a fundraiser for IVAD, International Vulture Awareness Day, and Kayla waxed Connor's leg. And we had that, remember we had that like, the big poster thing, and we colored it or something?
Yeah.
Dude, lore. That's crazy. Okay, sorry, continue.
All right, are you guys ready? Are you ready to see him?
Okay, wait. Before, you guys know what a turkey vulture looks like, and you've seen pictures of the turkey vulture, right? Like on screen, you know, it's that like the black bird that, with the red head that soars.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know what a baby turkey vulture looks like, but it's not like that. And you're going to lose your minds. Maybe you do know what it is, but the next slide is pictures of the baby.
Are you ready?
Production.
The baby!
Dude. Q-tip. What the frick?
Yeah. Here's a lot.
So cute. Yes, a little white fluffy baby.
Yes. So by the time they get here, they will not be this fluffy. Vultures, turkey vultures, mature over the course of probably 60 to 70-ish days. So they will be mostly. Get out of here, Chandler.
Kayla, why? You said 6, 7, 8 times already.
I said 60 to 70, Chandler.
You said 6, 7, 8 times already. I'm not even happening.
It's been 3 times.
Grow
Actually, this
up.
time I genuinely was like, is she farming? Like, it has been a lot of times. Okay.
So will probably not be this fluffy by the time it's here. One of the things that is really interesting, though, about baby turkey vultures, or young turkey vultures, juvenile turkey vultures, is that they don't have that red head that most people associate them with. So they will probably still have a dark head for quite some time. A lot of people have trouble telling turkey vultures and black vultures apart because they have a darker head, but it's very obvious that this is a turkey vulture because of their nares. So we'll talk about that when they get here. But this is a pretty common behavior that you'll see. He's just sunning. They're just sunning. Which is a thing that vultures will do to help straighten out their wings and also to help parasites move so that they can preen them off.
Why do they need rescuing? So this one is a similar case to Abbott and Coconut, that this was a bird that was born in the wild and was found by people and then raised by a number of different people and unfortunately imprinted. So this is an imprinted turkey vulture. That's what makes him or her non-releasable. And is currently at World Bird Sanctuary in Missouri. While we get their enclosure finished out, while we put in a water feature, we do the perching, we do all the final touches, and we get all of our permits in order. World Bird Sanctuary will be holding on to Birdie and doing some training with Birdie, and then Birdie will come here.
This bird is probably, I would have to double check my turkey vulture numbers, probably 1 to 2 months old. I would imagine. Will not always be white. They will lose this. This is just baby down, baby fluff. So these are their juvenile feathers growing, and you can see their flight feathers, their primaries, their secondaries. So they will look like when you see a turkey vulture, those long black feathers with the white silvery V on the underside. How long will it stay baby? Not long. Most bird species grow incredibly fast. Not mature and would be able to breed incredibly fast, but they reach their adult size very fast. I don't know the exact numbers for a turkey vulture, but like for example, a bald eagle is full grown like to their adult size within 3 months. And they have a full set of flight feathers. And that's when they're leaving the nest.
So this is a very cool way to bring in an ambassador and something that we've never done before. In that World Bird Sanctuary is a great friend of Alveus, and they do really great work. Again, I said at the beginning of the stream, but just so you guys know, World Bird Sanctuary is a facility that is open to the public, so you guys can go visit in Missouri, St. Louis-ish, and or maybe it is in St. Louis. Missouri, St. Louis, and they do a ton of fantastic rehabilitation work, education work, and conservation work for tons of bird species. They also have leaned into Twitch and streaming, and so we at Alveus and Connor especially have helped them set up their infrastructure to live stream. I have live streamed there, I have fundraised with them, and they are live right now to bring out this bird. And so my hope, the ideal is that we pull up their stream and we check out what they're doing and we see and react to bird together. Because Kayla and I have only seen the pictures. We have not seen them in action. Here they are at World Bird Sanctuary right now in Missouri. And oh my gosh, our friends. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember some of these gals, but they have been on my stream before. So the hope is that they're able to bring them out and we can see him, and then we will raid in to World Bird Sanctuary, and they're going to do their own program with this bird, so you guys can spend time with the bird and the staff over there together. Heck yeah! Yeah, so we'll do a raid, and then you guys can.
A lot of people are asking about the lifespan of these birds. In human care, vultures can live for a very long time. So George was in his 40s when I left AEF, and I think the oldest turkey vulture in human care just celebrated like their 52nd birthday or something. So in human care, they can live for a very long time.
Ah! Oh my god, I wasn't ready. I didn't know he was there.
So you can see they've already lost so much of their downy fluff along the back of their wings.
Oh my gosh.
So this is a very normal behavior. That flapping, that's a baby vulture. Like that's a baby bird behavior. They're so excited to eat, and yeah. And you might hear them grunting, the little hissing sounds. Vultures don't have a voice box. So they don't make sounds like other birds do. They just make a lot of like hisses and grunts and sounds like that.
Enriched. Whoa, puzzle feeder.
Will be very good with puzzles. Vultures are very smart birds, very intelligent.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's a little chaotic.
Imprinted vulture is always chaotic. 100 times out of 100 times.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute. I'm gonna throw up. Chat. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my gosh.
This bird will not be part of a breeding program, no, and they will not be releasable. There is a chance, I don't know if we've talked about it, is a chance that this bird and the caracara may be able to live together, but it depends on the individuals.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you'll see she's feeding him with a fist like this. You'll see that's really common with vultures because they're so used to sticking their beaks inside of something to eat. So it mimics kind of like that feeling of sticking their heads inside of a carcass. So you'll see people who feed vultures do that a lot.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Kayla, can you believe this?
No.
We've talked about vultures for so long. I mean, it's like from the jump. Like since 2021. This is crazy.
We will feed our vulture rats, quail, rabbit, mice, all kinds of things.
Wow. Okay. Guys, this is freaking awesome. I am so excited about this little freaking bird. We're going to start a raid into World Bird Sanctuary right now. Please make sure to go follow them. They're doing really, really important work over there, like I said. And you can spend time with these staff members. You can ask them questions. They are reading chat. And also, shout out to, we do need to do a shout out to World Bird Sanctuary for leaning in like this. And going live and setting up like this and reading the chat. And like, this is really cool, guys. Like, this is not a normal setup, and it's really special that you guys can be in on this journey in this way. So huge shout out to World Bird Sanctuary, both for thinking of us, reaching out to us, and then setting this up for all of us. So make sure you go give them a follow. Ask whatever questions you want in chat. They're really awesome. We will be watching the stream as well because I can't look away from Oh my god, he's, oh my god.
I love it when they sit back on there. So right now he's actually sitting on his whole foot.
Wow.
Bird legs are wild. We'll talk about
He's
it.
the cutest.
Not right now.
All right, Space, can you start the raid? Okay, great. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Kayla, thank you for making the presentation.
Yes.
Incredible. You guys learned a little something today. We have so many ambassador announcements to come. So freaking many. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. We will see you soon. All right. Bye. Have fun over there. Be nice to them. I swear, if chat freaks them out, I'm gonna be really pissed off. You better be so normal, and cool and nice. Thank you.